Super HxEros is probably one of the only anime I've ever seen where the dumb X in the middle of the title is actually meant to be said out loud because it's a pun on the word hentai and eros, and also hero. It is about a sort of Super Sentai-esque group of teenagers that was formed to combat aliens. Now, the goal of the aliens is to basically de-horny the planet Earth, because in this alternate version of Earth, everyone is horny all the time, so that humans will stop breeding and they can freely take over the planet. Although there's some implications at the sort of final episode that they also need the H energy, which is sort of like the libido energy, if you will. For some purpose, it's not clear, and it's sort of a monkey wrench they throw in at the very end. Anyway, in order to combat them, they use technology that turns H energy into basically like power to fight off the aliens, and who's hornier than teenagers? Nobody. So that's how they end up forming a Super Sentai group. Basically, there's no real plot to the show, but what I do find interesting is that the series opens up with a sort of classic male protagonist who wants to protect his childhood friend because she got attacked by the aliens in the past. But what ends up being a sort of twist on this is that he's not even really the main character. He's set up to be, but then the vast majority of the show focuses on, gives more screen time to, and develops the childhood friend character. See, it turns out that the actual reason she ends up sort of having a hatred of men and stops being friends with him is because she got really embarrassed because she has so much H energy that she was so perverted as a child that the aliens couldn't actually absorb it all. And so she's sort of this like hidden like a weapon when she ends up joining the like Super Sentai team, where she has this like incredible amount of H energy, but she just can't get over her own shit in order to tap into it. And a lot of it comes from her relationship with the male lead. And surprisingly, most of this is a sort of show dedicated to her sort of going through a sexual awakening as well as a romantic awakening, where she learns to sort of get used to her sexual feelings and emotions and also her romantic feelings for the male lead. There's also some other side characters, but mostly they just get 1 or 2 episodes to introduce them. And then they also introduce another team from somewhere else in Tokyo, which ends up getting more focus than the teams surrounding our main characters, strangely enough, possibly because they're more likable. But yeah, the show kind of doesn't go anywhere. Like, it had me in the first half and I was interested, but then it just kind of like faffed about and just started doing like episodic content with the express purpose of just fan service. And it gets more into the plot towards the later part of the show, like the last 2 or 3 episodes, most specifically just the last 2 episodes. But yeah, honestly, other than like watching who I'm going to call the main character, the main heroine's character development, there isn't anything really to latch onto. It's just like constant like boobs in your face. Although I will have to say, give credit to Super HxEros, that this is one of only 2 pieces of media I am aware of where the solution to getting trapped was for a bunch of underage characters to have an orgy. Twitch and Discord in the description. I've been Sacrobolic, your envoy of hope. Bye-bye.